I think I am just grateful and thankful that Aaron betul-betul tawakul.
Yes.
I'm going to bring the whole family to Malaysia.
Definitely not an easy decision, but a necessity.
And not like he has something so stable there. But dia macam, okay, enough is enough. My family has to be with me.
Let's all move together.
It was his first contract dengan Astro, and tu pun Astro punya contract maybe 1-2 years punya contract, taklah stable sangat, but there was a contract.
Masya Allah.
The moment he signed the contract, he brought the whole family. We travelled with our I masih ingat this small Toyota Vios car, our rice cooker lah, apa semua kita
yang
pack,
essentials,
pack everything, bawa the whole family. And then we moved to, we were staying at this house. Lepas tu this house dah habis rental, we moved to another house. And then after that got the contract, and then we send our kids to school. So I think that was the start of everything. If dia tak ada that confident, or there's
and
no
make that move at that time.
Correct. And tawakul tu tak ada. I don't know. I think my children won't be in such setting, and then I won't be where I am kan. Alhamdulillah.
Okay, selamat datang Datin Diyana Halik kepada Diari Mami ni.
Alhamdulillah, thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me. I'm very honoured.
Tadi nak tunggu Diana je, saya dah nampak kehidupan Diana ni. How fast pace and macam-macam. Mana ada call dari sekolah, business dan ada macam undangan seperti dari Mami ni. You pun kena bagi-bagi masa, terlari-lari. So sekarang dah settle down, saya nak interview Diana. Bukannya senang nak dapat Diana Halik.
Janganlah cakap macam itu. I try insyaAllah.
Okay Diana, you sebenarnya orang lebih kenal you sebagai isteri kepada Aaron Aziz, superstar. And then orang pun tahu you ada brand Diana Halik DH yang saya juga suka sangat dan saya suka pakai.
Thank you for wearing the tudung.
Ada tudung, and I also have some of your abaya and all that. Macam selesa dan cantik. Tapi sebenarnya saya perhatikan tak ramai yang pernah berbual dengan Diana tentang motherhood dalam more in detail lah. Okay, so perasaan Diana ni macam mana to be on Diari Mami ni?
Mula-mula bila I dapat undangan from you, I'm like, betul ke ni nak interview? I tak tahu whether it will be interesting or not, because I think every mother different challenges kan. So my challenges are different. I don't think there's any special story lah. I think semua mother hustle in their own different ways. And nervous pun ada jugalah ni, tak tahu apa yang nak tanya I ni.
Sebenarnya saya tahu sebenarnya di sebalik kejayaan seorang lelaki memang ada seorang wanita yang kuat. Kuat holding the fort. Dan Diana sebenarnya pengurus juga kepada suami Diana. Betul. Dan saya tahu Diana dari dulu lagi sebelum Diana berhijrah, dan juga Aaron. Dan saya tahu you are the woman behind yang organize, yang coordinate everything. Jadi tahniah kepada anda dan sekeluarga. It's been 10 years kan sejak
you are also an inspiration.
Alhamdulillah.
I can still remember bila Aaron first buat the clinic kita
as a presenter to
Screen Box. Very good paymaster until today. I always tell people that our experiences with Screen Box.
Alhamdulillah. Dan kita amat bangga melihat Aaron dan you kembang sayap sewajarnya dan berjaya hingga hari ini. Tapi bukan, kata orang, bukan senang juga untuk bertapak dan also build your brand. Jadi sekarang saya buat research Diana, anak-anak. Usually your page banyak juga on your family, tapi banyak juga business actually. Dan saya lihat anak anda ada 3. Semua first anak cakap lawa-lawa, cute-cute, cantik-cantik dan handsome. Macam ala-ala Korean lah. My daughter cakap, wow, very pretty.
I watch Korean drama. I tak tahu whether that is the reason why he looks like Korean ke
they all
look
do.
like Korean.
They all 3 of them. So I cakap, you tengoklah mak bapaknya cantik-cantik dan handsome. Alhamdulillah. Jadi saya nak tanya juga, Haslinda nak tanya, sekarang Danish 23 tahun, your first born 21 dan dia juga buat bisnes dalam apparel namanya Gangsa.
Yes, correct.
Jadi yang nombor 2 she's 19.
Correct.
Okay, you panggil dia Dahlia Dwi.
No, the second one is Dwi. 19
Dwi. Yang third baru Dahlia 15 tahun. Boleh ceritakan what are they doing at the currently lah?
Okay, so Danish dia dah habis NS, Alhamdulillah. So while waiting to finish to continue studies dia, he started Gangsa. Gangsa ni apparel yang dia ketengahkan apa ni, traditional clothes lah, yang betul-betul traditional. Dia tak
untuk lelaki
untuk lelaki dan perempuan. Dia tak suka, he don't like when it macam ada modern punya touch to it. So exactly, baju kurung dia macam ada pesak, kiki and all that. So he correct. So he researched all that, and alhamdulillah, I think he did very well waktu Ramadan. The Raya. Dapat good coverage, and I think he sold out like almost everything, a lot of his baju lah. Alhamdulillah. So that's Danish sekarang, and dia punya passion memang macam itulah. Dia nak
dari dulu
dia suka culture and tradition kan. So he's very into that, dan he felt that dia nak normalize wearing baju kurung on a daily basis.
Tak selalu orang muda nak
betul.
yang berminat
betul. So yalah, so
macam mana boleh minat? Memang dia suka culture lah, basically all kinds of culture.
Dulu I can see dia memang suka all kind of culture. So when kalau kita pergi Korea, dia akan pakai the Korean punya
national costume ke
hanbok kan, hanbok and all that. So dia memang macam gitu. At one point of time bila I was into period dramas, dia sampai belajar tau all the things that the jade tu lah, apa
the details
the detail. I tengok for the conflict and whatnot kan, the romantic side. Dia tengok details tu semua
dari dulu.
Dari dulu. But as he grow older, I think he started researching about dia punya identity. So
sendiri,
I think bila dia belajar luar negeri, I think dia ada some conflict of identity tau, sebab dia jumpa orang yang pelbagai kan, latar belakang so budaya, so dia lagi serious tentang who he is, and so that's how he started lah. Macam Dwi, he's doing psychology now in UK. 3 or 4 years of kalau dia buat placement jadi 4 years lah. Now they're back for summer break. So I'll have her sampai September, alhamdulillah, insyaAllah. And then lepas tu dia back to the UK, and then Danish is also insyaAllah flying off soon juga. So I'm left with my third one, Dahlia.
She's 15.
She's in year 10. This September dia akan masuk year 11. Year 11 is the period where dia akan buat IGCSE. So now she has always been a bubbly, laid back girl, but now dia grind a lot lah. She's been grinding.
Is that similar to O levels?
I would say so, sebab I would say so lah. O levels, because lepas this O levels ni IGCSE is where they will decide they nak buat foundation ataupun IB ataupun A levels.
Okay. Jadi anak-anak Diana memang semua apabila berhijrah ke negara jiran Malaysia, anda perlu masukkan mereka tukar. I mean, there's a change in the education system. Macam mana you adapt them to the changes?
They adapt very well, my jiran. Alhamdulillah. Maybe also they go with the flow tau. Dia macam mak bapak diorang juga. Kalau macam gitu, macam gitulah. Macam gini, macam ginilah. And alhamdulillah, macam we take them a lot when we travel and stuff. So they can adapt very well. And I used to leave them at a very young age a lot when I travel for work with Aaron.
I see.
So dia
macam adaptability dia
yes,
ada.
Yes. So bila they move into, and they have never been in any schools here. So dia tak ada macam adapting to a different system. Tak ada.
It's basically it's a start of a education system.
Correct. So dia masuk-masuk je dah sistem tu. Okay. So they would never understand if I say, dulu mami homework every day. They would never understand all those kind of stuff. Don't tak faham benda-benda macam tu. Because
macam start fresh lah actually.
Yeah, correct. So they cannot relate to that lah. Macam they cannot relate to dulu mami pergi tuition hari-hari. Tak ada. They can, because totally different system. So in that sense, macam it wasn't difficult for them to adapt to, because dia masuk-masuk je dah sistem macam tu.
Okay. As a mother, what kind of mother are you when you were younger? Strict ke?
Okay.
Kancong?
Primary school, when they were in year 1 to year 6, 7, year 6 macam primary school.
Primary school.
I walau penat macam mana pun, I balik, I akan tetap check back dia, and I do a lot of projects with them. Once diorang dah masuk secondary school, I memang let go a lot.
But slowly or terus?
Slowly but a lot.
Let go, but a lot.
A lot. So for example, macam Diana, I'm not the sort who will sit down and study with them.
Okay.
So contohnya macam from young, I tell them their roles tau. So I said you are the children here. We are the parents here. We look for money kan.
Betul. We have to work.
We have to work. Look for money to fund your school which is not cheap. Your tuition, your
betul.
nak pergi camp sini, summer camp sini lah apa-apa semua. Your father work very hard. So you need to know your role. What is your role? Study hard. That's all that we ask for now. So I pernah cakap dengan macam I don't know, maybe I'm a very bad parent kan. I pernah cakap dengan I said you are the one sitting for IGCSE. Kenapa I have to study with you?
Betul.
Why do I have to do double role?
Ya, betul.
Correct kan?
Betul. Dulu kita belajar sendiri
Exactly. So I cakap, if I were to do that, macam I don't know what you call it, helicopter. Is it helicopter mom? I don't know. Is that the
Actually, I just heard it last week.
Yeah. So I just
I
heard
didn't
it
even know
too.
that exists.
Exactly. So I just heard it too. So I am not the sort yang macam you study, I will monitor you study. No. Because I rasa if we keep on doing that, they will study because they have to study.
Yes. Or the fear that we are nagging ke.
Exactly. So they need to know that they need to study for their
responsibility
future.
lah. You bilang orang tanggungjawab ke.
Correct.
Tapi primary school kena paksa mereka.
Okay, so sistem
secondary
dia,
kan?
Sistem dia different. Dia, I'm not saying it's laid back, tapi I'm not saying that it's very laid back, tapi sistem dia macam ada time for everything.
Betul. Okay.
Macam ada time for everything. Macam last time when they were in primary school, holiday means holiday. Memang tak ada sekolah, tak ada apa. Kita holiday dulu kan macam
banyak homework
kita bertipik kan.
Ada kena pergi supplementary class pun dah start juga.
So tapi tu primary school lah. Once they went to secondary school memang so different lah. So they are like that lah. Once I dah secondary school, once they are in secondary school, I lagi emphasize their role tu. So if you need to study, means you need to study. So I know lah. I know when it's exam period, I see them really study. I told lah to exam period, other than that, I am not really the sort. Maybe this is my way. It might not be the right way, but it's just
it works for you.
It works for me and it's easier for me because we sometimes we travel.
Busy,
busy is one thing. We travel a lot, and then I also want them to know that you are studying for yourself, lah kan?
Your future.
For your future. You know?
We cannot help you. We cannot see the exams for you. So.
Correct, exactly. So I emphasize that on them. So I memang tak pernah lah. I think tak pernah is the word. I've never sit down and then unless macam my third one cakap, Mummy, I cannot study at home anymore. I feel like studying outside. Okay, can you just accompany me? So I will go to the mall, put her in the cafe. I pergi cuci rambut lah.
You do your errands.
You're done, you call. You're done, you call Mommy. You're done, you call Mommy. Okay, Mommy. So dia 3 hours lah I buat apa-apa. I think it's easier like that. So they know their responsibility. So hopefully I pray that kalau dia overseas pun studying, they will study on their own. They don't need like a nagging mom.
Betul.
To remind them to study. Tapi I support them in guiding them in what they want to do. I play. Alhamdulillah, insyaAllah, I think I did play a big role in it. Like macam, do we wants to be, contohnya, Mami, I think I want to do psychology. Okay, let's figure out what you want to do. You want to do IB ke, you want to do A-levels ke, nak blah blah blah.
The path lah.
Correct. That I am very much involved.
That's very important role actually.
I think that's very, because I think as parents we should help guide them.
They need guidance still.
What they want to do, not what we want to do.
Betul
kan? But not guide them macam sampai nak kena mendanguk and because we don't have the time. I don't have the time. That's why I cannot be with them 24/7.
We also cannot spoon feed so much your kids.
Correct.
So if this thing about them being independent, like knowing dia punya tanggungjawab dari awal-awal lagi, adakah ini cara you dan juga suami you, Aaron, setuju yang this is the best way? And kita suami isteri mesti nak sama pitch kan?
Correct.
Betul.
So this Aaron is very simple. Dia macam ni. Okay, what the kid wants to do, how much is it? Propose to me, and then he brings in the money macam gitu.
Senang
Aaron is not okay.
Focus on just
correct. And Aaron pun is a sort macam ni. Okay, do your best. Okay, if you don't do your best, it's okay. Daddy understand. Dia macam gitu. I is a bit different. Walaupun I wouldn't say we are strict, tapi I'm like, you try your best until you cannot. I macam tu. I think it's a good balance.
Betul. Yes.
I stress them a bit in a way. I want them to do well, but we don't overdo it sampai
affect mental health.
Correct. So that's I think we played like that lah. I don't know.
So you're so busy. You are the business, your brand, and then Aaron's manager, and then you have the 3 kids, right? So how would you, macam mana you menguruskan masa? Mungkin kita nak tahu juga tips dari you all the mummies out there. This is the issue. Career your family life, nak layan suami, and also career and budak-budak ni macam mana kita nak, what are your tips for them, ataupun ada secret recipe?
Jujur kata, I really don't have any tips.
Okay.
I don't have that formula. But what I know is I just hustle every day.
Every day.
I think you can relate to that.
I saw that in an hour. Amazing.
No, I just hustle everywhere. I feel that something needs to be done.
Yeah,
it has to be
quickly,
done. And I jadi seorang macam mana tahu, macam I dah kadang-kadang I dah tak nak tahu dah problem. I just nak to solution dia macam tu.
Yeah.
I think you can understand kan? Macam let's say
I want to hear solutions, I want to think solutions.
Correct.
So move on lah.
Correct. Macam problem tu tetap akan ada. Same goes to my children.
Hari-hari lain problem timbul
exactly.
lah misalnya.
Okay, nanti sometimes my children come up with this problem and then my husband come up with this problem, work problem related and stuff lah. So I sampai okay, let's move on. So what can we do? You know. So that's how I try and my day to day punya, you know, how I get through lah. But if you want to say macam how I maybe in my position, alhamdulillah, I'm the manager to my husband. So I dapat schedule his time. Contohnya I know the important dates, important days of macam let's say my children ada graduation ke apa-apa ke, I siap-siap dah boleh buat kan.
Betul.
That part we are very blessed lah. I can manage his time, my time. In terms of my children now, they are scattered everywhere. So yang challenging part is to get everyone together. Dulu is the other way around kan. Dulu is so difficult to get macam Aaron together. Correct. Macam because of his timing.
Yes, he was
but
working.
now is my children
more.
because different
schedule, different breaks.
Different break time. Different summer break lah, apa break. But I think like I said that I just hustle my way every day. But what's important is actually to spend a lot of time with your husband. So actually, if you ask me, spending time with your husband first and then your children. If you ask me that, sebabnya we know we'll drop everything for our children kan. But we need to have a very good relationship with our husband. To run the marriage, the household, and I think the effect will go to the children. You get what I mean?
Yes, I think I know what you mean.
Yeah,
interesting perspective. Yeah.
Dulu, everything's about my children. Yes,
kan, especially when they are younger.
Yeah. I did that. I think we all do that.
Yeah, mummies are
correct.
Naturally.
But as we grow older and our children are older, I think we really need to spend a lot of time with our husband. Macam quality time. Lagi-lagi kalau we do business for husband.
Yes, with husband, for husband.
Yeah, for husband, for children kan. And
it's true.
And kadang-kadang what we talk is all about work and business.
Even when we are holidaying, it's about business. Ada idea ni, ada idea tu. Nak shoot ini tak sekarang.
Exactly.
But it's fun, right? I mean, we're all into it.
The energy, the synergy is good lah. Cuma as I grow older ni, I think quality time with our husband is first lah, pada I. I don't know. I might be wrong.
I think so too, because as the kids leave the nest, you will find that you have to face your husband alone.
Exactly.
And we cannot be uncomfortable or like dah kekok pula. Pasal dulu fokus anak je kan.
Betul. And I also tell my husband.
It's a very good advice.
Yeah, I also tell my husband, you need to be very good to me. Likewise, I have to be very good to you. Because now you can already see.
Yes,
your
children.
Yeah, you can see.
Kelegaannya. Correct. More time with the husband.
More time with the husband. And not only that, our children dah slowly having their own life.
They don't need us as much.
Exactly.
Nak minta diorang keluar, everybody free for dinner this Saturday.
Correct kan. So I cakap my husband, we are left. At the end of the day, it's the two of us. I cakap you.
Right.
And
because your kids are overseas.
Yeah. Also
lagi
maybe.
Rasa.
Correct. And also I cakap anda, at this era, kita tak boleh harapkan our children. Not that we are not pinning hopes on them. No. But we
must be able
cannot
to take care of ourselves.
Correct. We cannot harapkan our because we don't know apa.
Yelah, dia orang pun nanti ada their own family, or maybe we are not living in the same country. We don't know.
And a lot of things. Everything's getting expensive, finances and stuff like that. So many things. So the best is we can support each other lah kan.
True.
If they can take care of us, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, it's a bonus.
I hope kita didik diorang betul lah, that they will think of us.
I always see your family bonding is very strong. Whether it's through social media in the house or like when you go overseas and umrah. Can you talk about bonding ni dengan anak? So, what does it take?
Okay. So my children has their own date with their father.
They will separate date.
Separate date. They were like, okay, daddy, when are you free? So daddy akan keluar dengan Danish, daddy akan keluar dengan Dwi, daddy akan keluar dengan Dahlia on different days.
So one-on-one also,
One-on-one.
only with daddy.
One-on-one. And on WhatsApp, we have family group, Aaron and his family, but there's also Danish and parents, Dwi and parents, Dahlia and parents. We are family, tapi that doesn't mean that they are comfortable to say everything in front of each other sibling. Diorang pun ada diorang punya maruah and things that they
as they grow older lagi kan.
So that we jagalah. Okay. Then kadang-kadang kalau macam they tell us something, okay, this one can tell abang or not, or this one can tell kakak or not. No, you don't say. Okay, we know
you
that.
must respect that. Yes.
Must respect that.
I agree.
And funnily, we have another chat group without daddy.
Okay.
Itu kalau diorang takut nak cakap dengan daddy, anything happen, please. Okay,
update
guys.
mommy first.
Guys, come on lah. Daddy is on the way back. Terus macam-macam lah diorang bergaduh.
Resolve it.
In that, yeah. So we have all that. To me, that is different kind of bonding lah juga kan.
Betul, bonding juga.
How we reach out to them and stuff like that.
Betul, agree.
And we try, Alhamdulillah, kalau ada rezeki, we try and have holiday every year. We did that a lot ever since they were young. I think Alhamdulillah for that, because I think quality time for Aaron, kalau tak rumah dia kena keluar. Yang
faham.
Keluar yang macam, you know, that he's comfortable, he can concentrate on his children, and then dinner. Actually, what you see on social media is what you get lah macam itu.
I believe so. You can see it's genuine. Dia tak ada macam buat-buat lah.
Tak ada. Dia kalau content tu pun because it happened like that, record lah benda. So what you see is what you get lah for our Alhamdulillah.
So I want to ask this question. You are always okay. Aaron is everybody talks about Aaron, wants to know about Aaron. Aaron gets invited here and there, but for you, I can see that you are very comfortable, selesa sangat taking a step back. Can I know why?
I think that's more powerful. Masya Allah.
So smart. Yes, you are more powerful that way.
I think it's enough to have one person dealing with publicity.
Agree.
Right?
Yeah.
I think as it is, apa-apa kena-mengenaan dia akan tempias kat I juga.
Betul.
So I don't see the need
for
to
both.
have double of that.
Double.
But of course, kalau I have interviews like this, Alhamdulillah, I'm comfortable. I come because you know I also know you, and I feel honoured to be here. But other than that, what's not necessary, I do. If I don't think it will be good or macam
benefit,
tak apalah, you know, I don't. And also, I think I don't know. I think that I'm better off belakang supporting him,
and you're more than happy to
I'm
be
not
in the limelight.
Just like when you buat drama, right? Kekuatan tu the production house
behind
kan?
the camera.
Behind the camera kan? I mean, and of course the artist, the star and stuff like that, correct not? Tapi also the driving force is the one who made it lah.
The driving force tu yang
like
penting sebenarnya.
Something like that lah. And I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable doing that. I'm comfortable to be macam dia punya pillar of support, or whenever he needs me, you know. Yeah, Alhamdulillah.
Padahal memang you also have carve a niche for yourself with your brand DH Diyana Halik, and I think it's doing very well because ada niche betul. You faham customer punya needs and all that. How do your children view Aaron as a celebrity, and you are managing Aaron? Does that affect anything? Macam, how do they view you both? Or you just parents, but do they know like Aaron is really big, you know, in Malaysia, in the industry? Does it affect them, or do they feel that they are privileged?
I think we have always, when they were younger, kita selalu bawa them on set. Bila overseas shoot pun kita bawa, so they know what their daddy is doing kan. And Aaron selalu, and I pun selalu macam emphasize on being humble, like privilege, benefit ni semua. We need them to understand, you know, why they have like this, why diorang ada
kemudahan. You can do this.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So I think that is very important, sebab takut jadi arrogant kan, especially apa ni, kalau you kecil-kecil you dah nampak what is fame, what is kan,
fame, glamour.
But Alhamdulillah, I sangat bersyukur, they are very well behaved. I would say
I can see that through the videos.
InsyaAllah I
very
hope,
well behaved.
I hope no arrogant ke, no air, you know, that kind of stuff. They know it's a job. They know that is what daddy has to do to bring food to the table.
It's a job.
It's a job.
And
Exactly.
it happens to be glamorous.
Exactly. Kecil-kecil, maybe they don't quite understand, but as they grow older, they I would say they are better, they are even well behaved. Why I said
More
that
well aware.
why
Public
I said
eye,
that betul. Why I said that is because that they know that dorang not simply they can't simply do anything stupid on social media
or upload anything stupid on social
they
media.
don't tahu macam they have to
Betul.
jaga daddy punya reputation and stuff like that. So they are aware of this. So I think
that's great.
Once they are aware of this, I think alhamdulillah, insyaAllah, I think hopefully they know how to
I see your kids macam very balanced. You know, they are dynamic. I can see macam Danish, for example. He looks like a Korean pop star, but then he's doing gangster. You know, like I love that because tak banyak orang kita actually even want to speak or know how to speak the language or fasih sangat. But culture is another level. So I think kudos to you and Aaron for raising them. It's a well balanced kids. Kita bukan macam like what I think is that also the education part. I feel that even though kita kerja glamour ke apa, the baseline tu mesti dah education juga.
Correct.
I'm sure Aaron and you feel the same way, right, about education?
Yes. And also maybe macam me and Aaron growing up, we are not exposed to what they are exposed right now.
Agree,
kan? The pathway that they can choose, and then
banyak betul pilihan berbanding dengan kita.
Correct. And then dulu, I don't think at the age of let's say 12 kita dah ada ambition kita nak apa.
Kita tak tahu apa kita nak buat.
Tak tahu. And sekolah pun, sekolah dekat je lah kau pilih.
Betul.
Senang kau tak payah naik bas. Betul tak?
Betul.
Jalan kaki je pergi sekolah. Right?
Jadi senang, tambang pun murah.
Exactly. Senang kan? Parents pun kerja.
Betul.
Dorang okay, I want to do this course, and at a young age they know what to do.
Betul. They know
what to do. So that is something that I don't, you know. At the age of 10 kita nak pergi birthday party kawan kita.
Nak main bawah, tengok jumpa kawan.
And then they like Danish, he can talk to me about problems in Africa, problems in this country
so
at a young age.
Very
well aware. I said, I'm like, problem Africa apa yang I tahu bila I 10 years old. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, they're so expert. And also maybe I don't know, maybe it's the system that they are in, you know.
They're interested in current affairs, luar negeri and all that. Amazing.
Different child macam different lah. Macam Danish punya passion is different, Dwi is different, Dahlia is different. So Alhamdulillah lah. I think
when you look back now, your anak pun dah besar juga, hampir-hampir sama dengan my kids punya age. When you look back now and you see what they're becoming, kan, you rasa pengorbanan you, apa yang when you look back, pengorbanan you tu macam berbaloi?
I think kan, I am just grateful and thankful that Aaron betul-betul tawakul.
Yes.
I'm going to bring the whole family to Malaysia.
Definitely not an easy decision, but a necessity.
And not like he has something so stable there. But dia macam, okay, enough is enough. My family has to be with me.
Let's all move together.
It was his first contract dengan Astro, and tu pun Astro punya contract maybe 1-2 years punya contract, taklah stable sangat, but there was a contract.
Masya Allah.
The moment he signed the contract, he brought the whole family. We travelled with I masih ingat this small Toyota Vios car, our rice cooker lah, apa semua kita
yang
pack,
essentials,
pack everything, bawa the whole family. And then we moved to, we were staying at this house. Lepas tu this house dah habis rental, we moved to another house. And then after that got the contract, and then we send our kids to school. So I think that was the start of everything. If dia tak ada that confident, or there's
and make that move at that time. Correct.
And tawakul tu tak ada. I don't know. I think my children won't be in such setting, and then I won't be where I am. Kan, Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, Allah
I think that
mempermudahkan.
That decision that has to be made because dia buat kerana keluarga juga.
I think the
and
intention.
Dia bawa semua, Allah mudahkan.
I think it's the intention.
Very happy for you all. I think that is a crucial turning point.
Yes,
that has to be done.
Correct. Because
and very brave.
Ever since from there, things totally different.
Yes. I know,
everything. But it was not easy.
Of course.
There were a lot of struggle. But Alhamdulillah, he made that decision.
And you stick by it and you make it work.
Yes. I wasn't doing anything for a few years. I was very depressed because I was just
Really?
at home. Yeah.
With the young kids.
Young kids and then tak ada kemudahan nak ke sini ke sana, But
You
alhamdulillah.
kena adapt lah tu.
Yeah, so if you say, I think that was a very big sacrifice. And
Yes.
mainly Aaron punya sacrifice that yang alhamdulillah to get where they are now, my
It's a
children.
lot of hard work,
Yeah, that's Aaron lah.
Yeah.
Everything is about children. Everything is about family.
A family man.
Yeah. So alhamdulillah, I always tell my children, tak ingat mami tak apa, cannot tak ingat daddy. Yeah, because I've seen this.
Yeah, the ups and downs. MashaAllah. Awesome. Now your kids, macam in terms of the education, are you at a place where you rasa MashaAllah, like they have achieved more than what you feel? Yeah, maybe.
They're living my dreams.
Really, right? Especially all of them, I guess.
They're living,
Yeah, and I'm interested to know about Danish, yang dia belajar di Japan. And he took something that is something unusual, kan? Dia punya course. How did he get there?
Okay, so one fine day, I realized that my son is too comfortable where he is. But he was still young. He was 14.
Your only son.
Aaron pun tak agree dengan I. And I'm becoming too attached to him already. I'm like, it was also actually macam a challenge for me juga. So I told Aaron, okay, I found this summer camp punya course in Japan. With United World College, this is the price. So Aaron told me, are you sure? Why would you spend this? I say, let's try. And I think we need him to be exposed and detached a bit. Nanti dia nak buat NS lagi, lagi susah. Because different system, different bubble kan, So I said, okay, let's send him. So it was a challenge for him. It was a big challenge for me because I sent him at the age of 14 this summer camp. No phone, no nothing. Kita communicate by email. So I macam girlfriend tunggu boyfriend email I macam itulah. Yeah,
cute lah.
Yeah. So we sent him there. And it was, I think, life-changing for him.
It is, huh?
It was life-changing for him, yeah. So he liked the program. So he decided to
What was the program about?
I can't remember, but I know it's a summer camp. But UWC does that
yearly,
in Carizal yearly. And the boarding school does only IB diploma.
MashaAllah.
So that's where he was open to doing IB. Then he macam applied, and it wasn't easy. I'm not so sure, God forgive me if I'm wrong. Tak salah, they only chose 20 plus international students.
Wow.
20 plus international students, yeah. So they chose maybe a few from one or two from Malaysia, maybe one from Singapore
and all that,
yeah. But I think he loved it so much sebab like I said, dia suka culture kan. So he is like so diversified. Dia jumpa really banyak kawan-kawan from different parts of the world. So he was, Mommy, I have friends from Somaliland. Mommy, I have friends from here. He was so happy. Yeah. So after that course, dia straight apply pre-IB. So dia buat pre-IB and then dia buat 2 years IB for 3 years. But there was a challenge because when we sent him for the IB course, it was during COVID. At the time, Malaysia belum roll out any COVID jab. So we had to betul-betul tawakul lah. Send him without jab, without anything. Send him there. Yeah. So that's Danish punya journey. Dia punya pathway, dia punya journey. Yeah. So now, dah habis lah. Japan dah habis. And then he did NS and whatnot. Yeah.
And so now he is, what does he plan to do? Okay,
so he is this September, insyaAllah, he's flying off to another country to do his degree. It's 4 years. That country cuma boleh kena buat 4 years. So I think the first year he's going to float around, and then the second year he will choose his major lah. I tak macam push sangat, tapi I know it's going to be maybe something politics ke, something in policy ke, that kind of.
So it has nothing to do with cultural, That one is his sideline.
No, maybe I don't know, because like I said, the second year he can choose. Maybe he'll be doing something history ke, I tak tahu. But so the first year he said he's going to try as much, and then he decides which one to do lah.
And your second daughter also is overseas doing psychology?
Yeah. So my second daughter is dia we always call her perempuan Aaron Aziz versi perempuan.
Betul.
Mungkin dia macam Aaron bila dia marah
she's
macam Aaron
beautiful,
betul. And Aaron dia daripada dulu dia, I don't know lah, he has this body language lah. Dia macam tahu baca body language orang. And I know this I know this coming out, but I always deny that. I always macam no lah, you merepek lah. Tapi selalu betul tau.
Betul lah.
This person I tell you, nanti dia macam ni. Sekali betul je. Dia just body language lah. Yeah, and dia tak suka entertainment punya show apa dia tak suka. So kalau balik dari shooting, dia akan tengok Animal Planet. He will watch all kind of kidnapping
crime stories.
Yes. Dia akan watch all the crime stuff, and then nanti terbawa time kalau I nak pergi holiday, cakap this country no good lah, that country no good. I cakap stop watching whatever you're watching, you know. So I don't know, somehow or other Dwi is into psychology. You get what I say?
I get what you mean. Yeah. So, psychology, the human mind.
Exactly. So dia macam so
they're interested in that.
And she when she was younger, she used to read quite a lot of that kind of books, and she watched cold cases punya ni.
True crime.
I thought it was just something that she likes to do with her daddy, watch those kind of show. Tapi rupanya she's
Minat,
quite serious, and then she's doing psychology. So yalah.
And how is she doing in UK?
Alhamdulillah, she's living her life in the United Kingdom. So Dwi is macam itulah. She's learning psychology and whatnot. But what's interesting is that macam, you know, Allah is the best planner.
Betul.
Kan? So in 2018, I was diagnosed with anxiety.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I had a little bit of anxiety and a little bit of depression and stuff like that. And I've never realised that I tak macam sangka that suddenly my daughter is interested in this. You get what I'm trying to say? Like
I
macam
see. She noticed lah or something.
I don't think me having that has got
you mean
anything.
She's interested in
Yeah. But I'm just saying macam
psychology in the deep.
Yeah,
it links, eh?
Yeah. Macam it's amazing how.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's for Dwi, which I totally support, because I think mental health is a very big thing.
It's a big thing now and in future.
It's a very big thing, and I wouldn't say macam I'm passionate ke apa-apa pasal, no, because I have anxiety. So bila I still have macam DMs from mothers and all. Out of nowhere, random, saying that, Diana, I heard you got acid reflux. Because I always talk about acid reflux on my IG story, and I casually tell people that it could be anxiety as well, because I realised, because that was one of the symptoms I had when then I found out I had anxiety kan. So I jadi macam counsellor tau, macam no, you have to do this, go and seek help.
So
blah,
you
blah,
layan
blah.
lah.
I layan because it takes a lot for somebody to say they have it tau. You know, this is something that I learned lah kan. And then my daughter is studying that, so I cannot invalidate that. You get what I mean? So somehow rather macam I'm so supportive of what she's doing, and I think I told her that it's a very good cause, and you have to help as many people lah cakap dia. Because I always tell my children, no matter what you do, if you dalam hati you cakap you nak tolong family, friends and the ummah, you know, insyaAllah dia akan jadi, and jadi dia akan cantik,
smooth and cantik.
You know, you have to have that intention. You cannot have the intention macam I want to be a psychologist, or you know, a well-known psychologist. No, but you have to have the purpose lah. You nak tolong family you. Just like, see, your mom has anxiety, so it's a very good thing for you to, you can study my brain, but I don't know whether you can.
I can be your subject.
I don't know you can study my brain fully, but at least you can study my brain. But so, and then you can help your family, and then if you have friends who have this,
it's true.
And you can help all the, you know, you can help the Muslims, you know. I cakap dia. So I hope she understand where I'm coming from. Yeah, so that's Dwi lah.
Okay. And your Dahlia, right? She is the last one, the youngest one. Pun you rasa, so sekarang tinggal you 3 orang lah.
Most of the time, my husband, Dahlia, Pika. Alhamdulillah, Pika is my best gift from God also. Alhamdulillah. Pika is with me for I think 16 years dah.
Oh,
yeah.
mashallah.
She went back kahwin, you know, come back, and then pregnant, balik semula, gave birth.
Is she your right hand woman then in the household?
She's my right, my left, whatever. Yeah. And then she patah balik after 2 years. She patah balik and work with me.
So blessed.
I'm very blessed.
Yeah.
You see, these are the people that, you know.
There's a support system.
And I can, if I were to talk to you about those who helped me, I can still remember those names who helped me. I have this Chinese taxi driver who helped me. I have this Malay taxi driver who helped me, and then I have macam orang kuat my husband. You know, our driver who help us. These are all people that run the family tau.
Yeah, I understand.
I
Part
cannot-
of the
yeah,
process, the
correct.
running the household
Correct. This
smoothly.
these people macam
Masya
number
Allah.
one. Okay, sorry. So for Dahlia, so I have Dahlia, I have Pika at home, I have my husband, and I have 10 cats,
Wow,
and I got
10.
one tortoise.
So cute.
Yeah.
Well, that's keeping you still very busy, eh?
Yeah, Pika busy maybe because I'm all over. Yeah, so Dahlia is doing her IGCSE next year lah, inshallah in September.
So now your kids are all more or less at tertiary level. You both
Yeah.
can breathe easier, right? In that sense.
Yeah, so I have to focus a little bit more on Dahlia. So I'm happy that I'll be spending a little bit more time in KL right now because Dahlia dia punya last year in secondary school, then she has to move already. She's still deciding what route she wants to do. So I did suggest to her what she should consider, but eventually it's up to her lah apa dia nak buat. So Dahlia, she always look up to her sister. So kakak dia masuk.
Baru nak cakap pasal siblings.
Yeah.
So she look up to her sister,
Because
to Dwi.
Yeah, Dwi went to.
They must miss each other so much.
I think so lah. Tapi setakat bila jumpa je tak sampai 1 hour dah start dah. I think they miss lah, but I don't know. They miss so much. Kalau kat phone tu memang lah WhatsApp and all lah. But I think this typical sibling setting.
Siblings and sisters.
Yeah. So dia macam very, very, what do you call it? She look up to her sister a lot. So dia punya career path ni pun dia tanya dia punya abang, dia punya sister and stuff like that lah.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Well, for what I see is that, what I like is that no matter the glamour and the glamour lah, your kids are very grounded, and you also tekankan kepentingan pendidikan, education, that they have to have their own, they have to be successful in their education as well. That's very, I would say sometimes quite rare, because sometimes we do get blinded by the glam, and sometimes the kids may follow the same path. Would you allow that? If they choose to.
I have never encouraged.
Or discourage.
No, I discourage.
Okay.
If it comes, it comes.
Diam je.
Correct. If it comes, it comes.
Yeah.
Macam Dahlia, she is very good in makeup. She does makeup effects and all. I pernah send dia macam a short course dengan a very popular makeup effects makeup artist in Malaysia. And now she's in some band in school. And recently, late last year December, we sent her for a winter course, a winter punya camp lah, winter camp. We sent her to a winter camp in Oxford. So she went to Oxford in UK. So I think about 1 week plus kat situ. So she gained a lot of experience there. Lepas tu and suddenly she was performing on stage and stuff like that, singing. So this
something that you didn't know.
I didn't know. I know she likes to sing, but I didn't know she had
sing that well.
Alhamdulillah, I think. But I didn't know that dia berani nak naik atas stage and all. So that is a little bit new to me. And after that, dia ada more and more confident. She's in school band and stuff like that. Yeah.
Awesome. Very, very diversified your kids.
I try lah. I try macam, like I said lah, macam I don't stop them from doing what they like, especially kalau entertainment kan. And she's also an influencer now. She does
she is
she does
my
reviews.
Kenal. Tahu.
She does reviews for restaurant, for product and stuff like that. So dulu I selalu gurau dengan dia, terus ni jangan belanja banyak-banyak, tak berhasil nak belanja banyak-banyak macam ni. I selalu gurau dia macam itu. Sekarang I cannot say anything. Dia kadang-kadang, it's okay mom, I'll pay for you macam gitu.
Masya Allah.
Yeah, it's okay mommy, I'll pay for you. Or what you want, ma, I'll pay for you.
We don't know what's going to happen, and they are really like trying this and that, and then suddenly you see they carve a niche.
Correct. Because dulu I worry so much about, I'm sure you worry about your children kan. I macam okay, macam mana ni, you know, do I need to secure macam some kind of wealth for them each, so when I leave lah apa-apa. And then you know what happened? I spoke to this millionaire, this Dato' arwahnya lah, in Malaysia. I cakap, so Dato', what should I do? You know, I need to work hard and at least leave them something kan.
X numbers of money or something.
I don't know, something like in my conversation. So cakap, dia millionaire tau. Cakap, why you need to do that? Anak-anak kita ni semua ada takdir diorang sendiri.
Betul. Takdir ada rezeki masing-masing.
Coming from a millionaire, you know. Why? Kenapa kita? You just work hard, invest on their education lah.
Betul
So ever since that day, I say, Ya Allah, God
You're enlightened.
Yeah, I'm enlightened. One thing why do I so worry about the future where I'm supposed to have
you
tawakkul?
can relax and enjoy your hard work.
Correct. So we are just supposed to work hard, and inshallah the rezeki invest on their education, and that's the
way.
best.
That's the best.
That's the best. Apa yang I nak sibuk-sibuk when I leave, dorang ada duit tak apa. They have their own takdir kan. So I dah macam okay
dan
lah.
dorang punya ilmu, dorang punya skills, and kita dah like you invested in this with them.
So I thought Aaron, I think inshallah, I did figure it out.
Alhamdulillah, I think the future is very bright for them.
Inshallah,
kita doa je dari tepi, dari belakang. Doakan sahaja.
That's the best we can get as a mother. Yeah.
Last question. What is your advice to mummies who are juggling young children and work or business? Looking back on your own journey and also what you have learned and also what you see in the future, what is your advice?
I'm talking about myself.
Yes, from your experience.
From my experience,
yes.
I think the first thing we have to do as a mummy, we need to emphasize religion on them.
Okay.
I do that at a later part of my life, later stage, but alhamdulillah, I would say not too late.
Not too late. Not late at all.
Not late. Inshallah.
Inshallah.
If given a chance, I would emphasize that. But
earlier,
emphasizing that means I have to emphasize that myself.
Yes, we need to walk the talk lah.
Walk the talk, correct. But I walked the talk a little bit later when they were probably the primary, something like that. And to pun, is a realization for me because my son, because in Malaysia, walaupun you in international school, there's Islamic studies. Ngaji, but ada Islamic studies. So he came back with different kind of hadith and stuff like that, which I macam, betul ke dia belajar ni, aku tak pernah dengar. So when I check, it's betul. So my son read a lot about
Islamic studies,
about religion
in
detail. And at one point of time, he can come back to me and tell me at a young age the different sects of Islam. Wow. Can you imagine that? I mean, at that age, kita cuma tahu we have to solat 5 times a day, kalimah syahadah, bla bla bla, puasa, basic kan, basic kan. And he's talking me about different section of Islam. I'm like, what is that? I've not even heard about that. And then I had a talk with them, a religious teacher. Alhamdulillah, I like it. I like it, and I was just embarrassed that he knew more. So I started to macam buckle up lah. I start to buck up. I start to buck up, and then so if you ask me, and to young mummies, I would do that. Start
earlier,
early. In fact, as soon as
they're born.
Not that I and Aaron tak ajar dorang solat ke apa. They do all that. It's just that I wish I could have done more. Macam itu. I wish I could have done more. But alhamdulillah, it's not late. It's not too late. Yeah. So alhamdulillah, God gave me the realization kan.
Hidayah pada you juga. Alhamdulillah.
So taklah kekok my children nak start apa-apa. They still start at the and if we do that wherever they are in any part of the world, solat will come easy for them. They know they have to do it. They know they have to do it.
Yep.
It's not through nagging and stuff. Tapi of course we still have to nag. Kan? Kita reminder. Because I told them, you cannot be angry, or you cannot macam don't like it when mommy remind you or nag you. Because if you take that away from me, then I have no role to play in your life.
Betul.
Because that's my role. Yeah. So if you take that away from me, I can't do all that. That halas lah. I don't have to be your mother. Simple my job. But cannot lah. I'm your mother. That is still my duty. Like it or not, I still have to say. But alhamdulillah, so they understand. So I think that is the first advice that I would say. I think religion is something very, very important that we need to emphasize. Start young. And when we say start young, then we have to start young lah. Alhamdulillah.
You yourself kena betulkan diri lah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Good advice.
Because they cannot don't pray. They see us praying.
Yeah, we have to walk the talk lah.
Correct. So when I ask them to,
model dia orang yang pertama.
Correct. When I ask them to pray, diorang tak ada they cannot say anything because they see us doing it. They see us doing it. Correct. They have nothing to say. So secara tak sengaja, they will do it because they have no reason and excuse not to do it. So that is my first advice. Second advice, I would say have a lot of time for yourself.
As well.
I think when you're happy and your husband's happy, your relationship with your husband is good, naturally they are happy. naturally they're happy. And then as much as we want to spend a lot of time and macam be there for our children, we maybe we cannot spoon feed them too much. Yeah, sekarang punya generation
learn to let go a bit, and they actually are very resourceful.
Yeah,
if you give them the chance.
Correct. I also amazed that Danish, Dwi, they can survive kat luar tau. And I think survival skill lah. It might sound simple and nothing, macam cooking.
Basic.
Cooking. Macam cooking. And
using the washing machine
now,
and stuff.
Yeah, now that they overseas kan,
they
can cook their own nasi lemak.
Boleh
they can cook their own mi goreng. Semua boleh. Because diorang boleh buat benda-benda tu. Yeah,
when they put into the situation, they can perform.
Yeah, correct. So I don't know what other.
Pada Allah, protect them when they are away and far away from you.
Correct. So it's a lot of doa lah. Eventually, it's a lot of doa. Really nothing. It's eventually a lot of doa, a lot of tawakul, and I think religion is very important lah. I mean, my humble.
Thank you for that, because I think those 2 points are really. It captures the essence of what you've gone through and what you've learned about yourself as well. Terima kasih, Diana.
Thank you.
I really learned a lot, from this conversation. Yes, thank you for sharing
I didn't say
genuinely.
Anything
no, there's nothing. I learned a lot, and some insights as well. Macam tak semua kita boleh nampak kat social media. So thank you again for giving me the time and opportunity to interview you for Diary Mummy.
Thank you for having me. Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi.